to the Gem Monroe Show. I am your host, Gem, the business alchemist. I'm here to teach you how to live the life of your dreams, how to create the business to support that life, and how to live in alignment, flow, happiness, joy, but also success, also the strategy, also the creative direction that you need in order to complete your business and your life. With my 16 years experience in the law of attraction, my 8 years owning my health and fitness business, 5 years as a yoga and meditation teacher, and my 18 years in sales, marketing, and business development, I am here to help you increase cash flow, execute your vision, live in that alignment and flow that we need, and give you your time back so that you can live the rich and enriched life of your dreams. So let's get into this episode. Hello. Hopefully everyone is doing well, and we are out of Mercury Retrograde. So just want to mention that because, woof, that was a doozy. Hopefully no one's signed any contracts, travel plans, technology. I'm literally recording this on the day that Mercury Retrograde ends, although you can sometimes feel the effects, a couple days later. So maybe still just hold off on signing any new contracts, or making any travel plans for that matter. But I want to, talk about, so last week we talked about, a lot of things going on, with female energy, females in business, or even just females in general. And I can't help but feel like it's because we have gone into, what I really feel is we've gone into the rising of the female, the rising of women, okay? The uprising, of female power, female in power. And I just feel like they're all turning, this is either they're going into major competitive mode, they're feeling all of this upward fiery power of the woman energy, and they're scrambling and scratching and scrambling up to that top of the tower and competing and taking every other woman down. So that's happening to some. Cheating, stealing clients, talking behind people's back, like all of this, there's some stuff. It's almost like there is a race to the throne. That's how best I can explain it right now with some of the stories that I've been hearing, some things that have happened to me, but it's not just me, it's happening to a lot of females. They're seeing this. Now, remember how we've gone into the age of Aquarius, very feminine energy. And I think what's happening is if you as a female were living more in masculine and you were doing this because of your past, your limiting beliefs, your upbringing, you were taught to, maybe, you're trying to prove something, so you're in that masculine hustle. Maybe you don't feel good enough. There's a whole bunch of reasons, right, as to why we can be unnaturally more in a masculine kind of energy. If you are still in that and you haven't done the work and you're not doing your personal development and you're not learning your lessons and everything like that, it's the ones that are the females who are still very much in their masculine energy that are doing this to other women, when what we're supposed to be doing is supporting each other, lifting each other up, more ease, more flow, more collaboration. And that's actually feminine. So if you're a female and you feel like you are still been working on tapping more into the feminine and you feel like you are still more in that masculine and that hustle, grind, push, shove, compete, get what I do, do what I can to get to the top, prove something worth. You might be doing this to, you might, and look, it's okay. It's if you've got healing to do and you're not aware of it, it's all right, okay? But just, I don't like saying the word beg, but I beg you to really see whether you've got some healing to do. Are you stuck in that victimhood? Do you feel like you're in that masculine? Do you feel like things aren't flowing for you? If not, why? Really assess the why, because you're hurting other women who just want to do right, who do want to serve, who are loving and compassionate and light, and they're also wanting to be happy and get to the top in their own world, but they're not going to take you down just to get there like you are taking them down. So I just want everyone to really check themselves. But this really leads me into one of the most famous quotes, and that is, the light enters from the wound. Wait, gosh, now I've totally forgotten what it is. Where the wound, light enters where... God, wait... Oh my gosh, why have I forgotten this very famous quote? The wound is where the light enters. Jeez, thank you. The wound is where the light enters, okay? So from famous Rumi, don't know why that... I mean, I had the gist of it, but, you know, getting it verbatim, getting it, like, exact. So, the wound, okay? The wound is where the light enters. And this is... so true. So I'm going to keep it because, again, I'm feeling the energy of this female thing. Again, it's not just me who's been burnt, and it's fine. Like I said, it's all learning lessons. It's all had to happen. I've got so many amazing things coming out for you guys. Something is launching. I'm so freaking excited. I cannot even contain myself. But I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. I'm not going to tell you. So you're just going to have to wait and see. But something is cooking. The reason I'm actually being very quiet about it it's because it's so phenomenal. I think it's gonna make some people jealous that I thought of it, that I'm doing it. And it's what I've been taught this year. Is not everybody has your best interests at heart. And I'm one of those people who I will share everything with you. Like, I'm so freaking transparent. I'll be like, blah, 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 blah. I'll give my clients all my ideas. I'll tell them what they should be doing, even though, like, I should have probably kept that for myself and I should have created that or whatever. But no, I'll just give. Well, this little baby is something that I am not releasing until it's complete and done and it goes live and I've released it to the world. Okay, so yeah, keeping that one real quiet because it's just going to be phenomenal. And right now, I don't think that there are females, I just don't think that there are some people who are going to be able to cope with the awesomeness. I'm sorry, I probably laughed really loud in your ear just then. But I think that there's going to be some jealousy. And guess what happens with jealousy? Oh, lordy. There's so much healing that needs to be done in the world. Come on, please heal. But anyway, the wound is where the light enters. All right, so right now, if you've been going through some stuff, okay, if you've been hurt by other women, friends, family members, you know, anyone in business, if you've been getting hurt, if you've been getting burnt, okay, if you're wounded, don't look at it as if, like, poor me, I'm the victim, da-da-da-da-da. You can for a little bit, that's fine. Okay, you can be like, God, I don't deserve this. Like, what in the frick? Why? You know, yes, you can have that energy for a day or two, all right? Let yourself feel that. It's totally fine and normal. And hey, you're right, you don't deserve this, okay? But don't stay in that victimhood or pity, okay? Oh no, pity is low vibration. You want to get out of the pity mode? This is how it's going to happen, okay? You're going to go through the emotional scale, right? So you have a wound. Boom, boof, there it is, wound. Sometimes you might cry or you might get angry or whatever, okay? You're in super low vibration. That wound, that thing that hurt you has brought your vibration down, okay? We then go through a very natural healing process as human beings. If we live awake, if we are super conscious, okay, we can get out of this relatively quickly. Our healing, our recovery will be faster than those who are totally unaware, okay? So you're going to go through this emotional scale, and it's a vibrational frequency scale, right? Emotions carry a frequency with them, okay? When you feel something emotionally, you have a different electromagnetic field, a different frequency. Your electromagnetic field changes. So when you are down, when you are low, when you've been hit, okay, you have this new wound and you're low on the spectrum, okay? Maybe you are vibrating pretty high, well, boom, your vibrations just come down. You're gonna then go up, okay? You're gonna go up through that scale. Now, I do have this on my blog. Go and have a look at the emotional scale that I have on there. I am jimmunro.com. Go and have a look at the blog and look at the frequency, okay? Emotional frequency scale. So you're going to go through wherever, however hurtful it was, okay? It's going to depend on healing and it's going to depend on how low the frequency, you know, you're set at. So let's say you're way down in like sadness and then you move up to worry. Okay, then you move up into, I'm just kind of neutral about it. I'm just whatever. It just is. I mean, I'm still not like positive Polly. I'm still a bit like pissed, but I'll get over it. Okay, so you're kind of at that boredom with it stage. And then you might go into, you know, hope. Okay, yeah, I've got a little, yeah, I'll get out of this, it's fine. Yep, it's time to come out of it. Okay, so you're elevating your frequency a little bit more, you're getting up, you're getting closer. Then you might go and hang out with a friend, she brings you more joy, and it's now been, you know, a couple of weeks, so you go up into more of fun and then joy, and then back there you go, you're in that, you know, freedom, love, gratitude, abundant, you know, vibration way at the top. Okay, so it's okay to be down. Just know that you're going to go up that spiral, and if it's really good to be aware of what the emotional spiral is, so you can kind of see where you are in your healing process, because it's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. It's the same for everybody, all right? So it's through that wound, though, and this is what Rumi was meaning when, you know, the wound is where the light enters, and that is when that wound, it kind of breaks you open. Okay, it kind of breaks you open and cracks you down, and it really shines a light on, one, the places that need to be healed. So this is a massive one. You probably didn't think that this is where I was going with this quote. Okay, there's a couple of meanings with this quote, in my opinion. So it shines a light, okay, the wound shines a light on what needs to be healed. Okay, so when you get really hurt, okay, let's say that somebody copies you. They copy you and they steal your idea or something, and then they go and do it, and it's like, what? That was literally exactly what I just did, or something, okay? Boom, there's a wound, you've been copied, maybe they did it better, it doesn't matter, everyone was still getting served, remember? I actually just posted something about this on Instagram the other day. Just remember that copying and stealing and stuff, although you may get hurt and that's very annoying, just remember that the ultimate goal here is raising the collective consciousness. So let's say, you know, you made this most incredible dress, and then someone saw it and made the dress, and it was obvious that they copied you, but then, you know, they made it in a different color or something, but the whole style was totally the same. Now, you may be like, that's annoying, that would hurt. And let's say they were a friend, so then you felt betrayed. Okay, so let's add a little bit of emotional depth in this. But just remember right then and there that their dress is going to make a whole totally different group of people or market happy who may not have seen your dress. So, but the point of the matter is that the dresses are making people happy. So we're raising collective consciousness, right? I hope that makes sense. And if not, please do reach out and ask me to clarify on that. It's something that I've had to learn. I've been copied my whole life. And so it's because, look, it's totally fine. I'm doing my job right, okay? So this is the thing. Please look at this. When someone copies you, you're doing something right. Because no one's going to copy you if you've done effed up, okay? If you've gone and effed up something, nobody's copying you. If you're being copied, hello, you are bravo, okay? Bravo, pat on the back, you're doing something right, okay? Good for you. Keep shining bright, all right? So you can look at it that way. I know that one's a real tough one to swallow, but it is. But then it is also, you know, I've even had like my captions of my Instagram posts completely copied and pasted onto someone else's. But you know what I did was, when I saw that, it was like, hey, you know what? They actually have 10 times more followers than me. They had over 100,000 followers, and I had 10,000 followers. So my words were only reaching, and remember, only 6% of our followers are even seeing our stuff. So my words were only being seen by 6% of my followers, and they were being seen by 6% of her 100,000 followers. At least my words are being seen and can heal a greater audience, right? Doesn't matter if it came from me or not. I'm not here to get an award for greatest teacher or healer in the world or whatever the hell, okay? I don't care. That's not what this is about. What it's about is impact. And what it's about is service. Okay? So my words, whoever it comes from, it doesn't matter. As long as it's healing that poor woman sitting on her bed crying, that's all I give a shit about. It doesn't matter who it comes from. Okay? So that's just ego. So again, this is a lot of, remember, I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of healing and a lot of work to be the way that I am. That's why it's so powerful. That's why the wound is where the light enters, okay? Shine that light on what you need to heal in order to get over it. If you have a really bad, icky response to somebody copying your stuff, why? Find out why. Do you not feel good enough? Do you feel like you need to be seen and heard? Do you feel like, what? Why? Okay, dive deep into that. Are you annoyed because it should have come from you, because you need recognition, because you never got it as a child from your dad? Do you feel unworthy, therefore you need the pat on the back, or you need to know that things come from you because you don't feel worthy because your parents divorced and you thought that it was your fault? There are so many different reasons. So many different reasons, okay? So that's one part of why I do really love that quote, because wounds are definitely where you heal, and that's where you grow. You actually can't grow unless you're learning lessons. Surprise, surprise. That's why we go to school, right? Okay? We can't grow our intellect and our knowledge if we're not learning, all right? If we're not learning. How do we learn? We get thrown a lesson. One of the greatest lessons, get hurt. Huh? See how we're turning this all around? So that's one part of it. Now, also, your light, okay? So where the wound is where the light enters. As you heal, you actually start to shine brighter. Your light, your inner light, shines brighter, okay? Because you can relate. Well, first off, you need to heal. Okay, we all need to heal from stuff. Okay, we need to shed off all the darkness and the shadow. Okay, and we need to shine our light. And usually, obviously, like I said, that comes from wounds, hurts, and everything, so that we can learn and then we can shine. Okay, so, but with that, all right, so to shine our light and to be a light for others, when we're wounded, and therefore we understand what it feels like to be hurt, you have more compassion for other people. You have more compassion for yourself, okay? Because you learn through healing to show compassion to yourself. You're more relatable to other people. You serve more people. You can shine brighter for others around you, okay? So this is important, a really important lesson. I mean, really, actually, this whole episode, I'm going to say, when I started, I was like, I really don't actually know what I'm going to turn this into. I'm just going to talk. So I'm hoping you got a lot out of this. I hope this helped you learn, like through wounding and healing, going through the emotional scale, okay, so it's okay. Digging deep and learning through your hurts, shining a light on what needs to be healed, so that then your light can actually shine brighter for others around you and for yourself. Also, we need to be hurt and we need to be wounded in order for us to learn lessons, because it's through learning that we grow. And it's through growth, it's through inner growth, that then we can shine even brighter. Okay, our light becomes even brighter. When our light becomes even brighter, because we're peeling back like an onion, we're peeling back all the shadow work, and we're peeling back all the darkness, ego, like dark smoke and grayness that brings us down because of our pasts and because of, limiting beliefs and traumas and pain and addiction, all of that kind of stuff. Okay, we're shedding that all away, so we're shining even brighter. We're shining bright so that we can raise collective consciousness. When we shine bright, it helps others shine bright too. Okay, and again, because remember, it's a frequency. When we're shining bright, we're in a higher frequency. Okay, collective consciousness, happiness, joy, abundance. Would the world not be a happier place if we were all vibrating up there? And just FYI, when you are shining bright and you are up there and you are doing all of that, you're grateful and the abundant and the joy and the freedom, guess what? You're not competing. You're not competing up there. You're not hurting other people up there. That is purity. That is just soul. That is love. Love is pure. Competing is fear. And remember that fear and love are opposite. So if you're competing, okay, and you're taking people down, you may even not know that you're taking people down. Just have a look at what's going on here and have a look at the relationships around you. See what's happening. You're way down in that emotional scale. Your frequency is way down. Okay? You are not going to attract nice people into your life. People aren't going to want to give you opportunities. They're not going to want to be your friend. They're not going to want to work with you. They're not going to want to be around you. That doesn't attract more abundance. Okay? It attracts problems. So, fear or love? Compete or collaborate? Think about that one. I love you, ladies. I'm always here for you. You know that. Reach out to me, please, at gem_Monroe. That's my Instagram. Or you can email me, gem@boutiquebizco.com. Please do. I'm going to tell you, or I'm going to sneak, you know what, I'm not going to tell you when it's going to be released in August. For the next few weeks, I might be giving you some little tidbits here on the podcast that you can't find anywhere else. Little sneaky little clues as to what's coming up. I'll try not to slip it out though, because this is going to be big. It's going to be big. Ladies, you're going to freaking love it. Thank you so much for listening. And please, remember, the wound is where the light enters. I love you.